told you that the only thing standing between you and your best life is that you're not delusional enough? I know, stay with me, that kind of sounds crazy, but I'm gonna explain why. We've been taught that being delusional is embarrassing, it's unrealistic, it's cringeworthy. But let me just tell you something, because you're big internet sister. The women who get everything they want, they are just slightly disconnected from the limits that everybody else accepts. And that's the secret right there. Being delusional in the way that we're gonna talk about today is having a belief in yourself for something that hasn't yet materialized yet, but acting as if it already has and it's already happening. I'm talking walking into the room like you already belong there, applying for that job that you're not technically fully qualified for, and just dressing like the version of you that already exists and already has that lifestyle. And here's the hard truth, something I had to learn during my journey to confidence, is that nobody's gonna hand you this confidence. It's all earned by you building and doing these things. It's all about action. Now, I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this, but you are not incapable, you're not behind, and you're not unlucky. You just don't believe in yourself at the level required to actually have the life that you say you want. And that's it. It's a hard truth to accept, but I had to do it as well in the past. The sooner you accept it, the quicker you'll be able to actually self-reflect and move to the next stage to get you closer to where you actually want to be. The world doesn't reward potential, it rewards certainty. Have you ever noticed how somebody less talented, less experienced, and less polished gets the opportunity? If you say you haven't, then you're probably lying, because I feel like we've all had that experience at one point in our lives. And the reason why they got that opportunity is because they believed that they could. They believed that they should be taking up space in that area, whatever it is, if it's a job interview, if it's for a project, whatever it is, they believe that they deserve to be there. I'm here, I'm putting myself forward, and because they made that action and they took action, they get rewarded with the opportunity. If you don't believe that you deserve it, you will subconsciously sabotage yourself from getting it. I know that in the past I've been like, I always wanted to make a YouTube channel. I'm like, I should make a YouTube channel, like I would love to do that. Like, I'm watching all these people who I used to look up to when I was a young teenager, and I was like, I want to do that, like I can do that. But then the anxiety kicked in, and I'm thinking, well, I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want people looking at my videos who know me. I'm just not going to post. I'll wait until the right time. The right time. The right time being never. The right time being when I believe that I deserve to be out here taking up space in the creative YouTube industry, which I am doing now 10 years later, when I could have done it 10 years previous, just because of me not believing that I deserve to take up space at the time. And that is a clear example of my past self subconsciously sabotaging what could have been, and I'll never know, which is why I'm starting now. All the meanwhile, 10 years ago, there was probably a delusional girl who spoke highly of herself and spoke highly of the life that she wanted to live and that she was gonna make happen, who now, 10 years moving forward to this very day, probably has a very successful YouTube channel and is 10 years in the making. At the time, probably like 17, when she was 17 years old, she was seen as delusional. Oh, you're never gonna make it. Oh, who do you think you are, kind of thing. But now look, people who started their channels 10 years ago are probably absolutely thriving in the industry right now, all because they were delusional. All of that to say, the universe responds to the energy that you embody, not the insecurity that you rehearse. Earlier in the video, I mentioned acting as if you're already living your best life. So we're gonna talk about that further. Now, this is not about pretending, it's about identity. So say for example, you wanted to be wealthier. What does wealthy you think like? What do they dress like? Where do they hang out in their free time? What kind of books does wealthy you read? You're putting yourself more on the timeline of somebody who actually is wealthy, and it will bring you closer to actually being wealthy, because you're already putting yourself in those spaces. You are already thinking like somebody who's wealthier, and in turn manifesting that to actually be a reality. Another example is if you wanted to be fitter. What does the fit version of you eat? What kind of content do they consume? What does the fit version of you do in their spare time? In return, your brain will basically normalize all of these things as if you are already wealthy, you are already fit and healthy, and start to align you with the things that you're already acting out. Here's where women get it wrong though. They need the external proof usually before they will mentally start to think, okay, I believe it, I am. You want to have the physical or the external proof to be like, oh, okay, I've seen the reward, now I will continue and I'll think more in that way. Whereas in terms of like confidence and being bold enough to actually express and act out what you want to live like and who you want to be, how you want to be, your hobbies, whatever it is that you want to align yourself with, you're never going to actually do that unless you do it. You need to action it first. Confidence isn't given, it's earned. You need to actually do things to become confident in order to grow your confidence. And it's the same with anything else. I would not be able to become a YouTuber if I didn't make videos. I could sit there and ponder for as long as I liked, thinking this would be such a great idea. I should do this as a video idea, but I'm not actually doing anything. I need to post videos. I need to film them. I need to post them. I need to upload them. I need to do the actionable steps, and then this is how I'm gonna have growth in this area. It's the same as anything else. You can't keep making decisions from your current insecure identity and expect a different timeline. Your higher self already exists. She's there. She's just waiting for you to catch up. So I want you to start asking yourself, what would the woman I'm trying to become tolerate? What would she say no to? What would she do in her spare time? All because acting as if is alignment. So the sooner you become aligned, the sooner everything changes. Okay, now I want you to stay open-minded here with me for this one. So there are multiple versions of your life that are available to you. So there's a timeline where you stay comfortable, stay safe, be realistic about your life. And then there's a timeline where you bet on yourself, you take up space, and you go after what feels scary. The difference between those two timelines is one thing: belief, and actually believing in yourself and that you're capable to take that step, and just taking that one step can be a snowball effect after that. But having that belief is the difference between staying comfortable versus taking that risk on yourself. The moment you decide that you're that girl and that you deserve the best out of life, then your behavior is going to start rearranging your reality. When you actually start believing that you're the kind of woman who dates high quality partners, has a thriving career, is super magnetic and attracts positivity wherever you go, travels the world, then you're gonna start making micro decisions that actually support that identity. These little micro decisions can be as small as speaking up for yourself a little bit faster, trying more things, hiding in the shadows less. All of these little things will start to compound over time and completely change your life and kind of who you are to align to your highest self. Being delusional isn't a fantasy, it's having self-concept discipline. It's actually being a disciplined person to reach your goals and to reach the highest version and put yourself on that same timeline as your best self. Now, I'm gonna just say this clearly for everybody in the back. You're never gonna feel ready. So we're talking about all of these changes and doing it, but there's never really gonna be a time where you're gonna feel ready and completely like, yes, let's do this. Some of the most confident women that you know at one time and still probably feel a little bit nervous, a little bit scared when they're doing or trying new things and doing it to a mass audience, etc. However, the difference is they actually still do it. So they still make that action. They are still actually actioning that change and doing it and not hiding in the shadows, not letting the anxiety get to them and then just not showing up. They still show up for themselves every single day. And that's what I need everybody out there who's watching this video to understand. Nobody's gonna be like tapping you on the shoulder being like, hey, like it's okay, you can be powerful now, like you can be that girl, like you're qualified, go ahead and do it. Nobody is gonna be saying that to you. It's up to you. You have to claim it yourself. You claim that confidence, you claim that action, and you go about it and move like that person who you are already aligned to be. The only person's permission you need is your own. So start that channel, change your style, learn the new language, put yourself out there, go to that public speaking event, go to that girls' social networking event on your own. It's fine, because I'm telling you right now, the delusional girl isn't waiting for anybody else's approval. She's already assuming that it's coming to her either way, regardless. So we've been talking about being delusional, blah, 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 blah. But I need to make something crystal clear here, because I feel like being delusional, being delulu, has a very negative connotation that's attached to it, that is essentially, it's just avoidance. It's throwing everything up the air and saying, okay, cool, I'm waiting for it to happen now, without doing anything. And that is not what being delusional is. It's not ignoring your flaws. It's not pretending like everything's okay and then it's just going to magically come to you. That's not what delusional is. It means believing that you're capable of growth on an extraordinary level. So you're still doing things like working on your habits, building discipline, building growth, like healing whatever things you need to heal in certain like patterns and things like that. You're still doing all of those things, but you're doing it from a place of self-belief and not self-hatred, because there's a big difference between somebody saying, I'm gonna change out, I'm gonna become this person because I'm not good enough. I'm gonna start doing this because I don't feel good in myself, and doing this, I'll get the validation from everybody else. That is completely different to the aligned version of yourself being like, I'm already that girl, I'm just refining her. I'm already her. I'm just refining her a little bit. The first example has an energy that shrinks you down, whereas the second example has energy that expands you. So choose expansion. Do it for you and not anybody else. Okay, so we've talked about being delusional, but also how that has to come with action as well. So we're gonna talk about those actionable steps right now. The first one being upgrade your self-talk. Stop joking about being the broke friend, about being the awkward person, about how you're unlovable or how you're so unlucky in this, that, and the fourth. Because the subconscious, she's listening. The universe is listening. Why do you keep thinking all of these bad things are happening to you? It's because you keep projecting it. You're asking for it, basically. So stop doing that. Upgrade your self-talk. I'm very passionate about that one because my previous version of myself was extremely negative, and it was like a snowball effect. Why? Because I was talking, I was asking for it to happen. I was mentally thriving in the negativity. So the negativity is what the universe gave to me. So that's why it's very important to upgrade your self-talk. I always catch myself. I never do it now. I've actually gotten very, very good at it, to the point where I'm clocking my friends now. I'm like, stop, no, take it back, reverse it, reproject it. Project it a lot more positive than how you just said, because the universe is listening. The second thing you can do is romanticize discipline, because the highest version of yourself does have habits. So build one habit today. I have a video that I'll link up above about romanticizing your life. I made it, I tested and trued by myself, because I love it. The more you start to romanticize little things about your day, the more enjoyable they become. I'll romanticize a cup of matcha, I'll romanticize my self-care routine, my skincare routine, I'll romanticize going to the gym with the cute little outfit and the little thing that I'm gonna have when I come back from the gym. You can romanticize so many different things, and it just makes those habits and things that you might previously feel mundane tasks a lot nicer and strive towards. The third thing you can do is change how you introduce yourself. Now, I love this one because it's something that I'm doing and something that really changed the trajectory of the way that I speak about myself. Instead of saying, I'm trying to start a business, say, I'm starting a business. Don't say, I'm trying to start this new TikTok channel. Like, just say, I'm a TikTok influencer. I do TikTok. I'm a TikTok influencer, whatever it may be. It could be a business, entrepreneurship, influencing, whatever. I'm just saying that because I'm in the creative space. However, introduce yourself as said thing. You're putting yourself again on that higher alignment to reach where you want to be a lot quicker. Additionally, just think about it in a confidence aspect. Are you more likely to like take tips, tricks, or like even fully engage with somebody who's saying, yeah, I'm trying to start this, yeah, but I haven't really done too much yet, or yeah, I'm thinking about blah 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 blah, rather than somebody saying, yeah, I've started my business, or yeah, I've started my TikTok channel, yeah, I've been doing it for about 2 months now, yeah. It sounds a lot more assured, and you are, again, fake it till you make it, because eventually you're gonna not be faking it anymore and you're gonna be on that alignment. The fourth thing is audit your environment. Are your friends or the people who you're surrounding yourself with projecting and helping you to become the highest version of yourself? or the smallest version of yourself? Are you all talking negatively about each other, other people, all these other things? Or are you building yourselves up to be the best versions of yourself that you can be? And the fifth and final actionable step that you can do is visualize daily, but act immediately. Because visualization without action is just a fantasy, but visualization with action is creation. You're actually able to create, to start somewhere and to build up from that. And in all honesty, you don't really need any more information than that. You need more audacity. Being delusional is deciding that your dreams are achievable. Your success is inevitable. The highest version of yourself is accessible. And if that sounds crazy to anybody, good. Because if you think about it, every extraordinary woman was once delusional to somebody. So what are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna keep being realistic, or are you actually gonna bet on yourself? Because the life that you want, it's waiting for the version of you who believes that she can actually have it. I'm telling you, being delusional with immediate action will guarantee success. Well guys, that wraps up today's video. I really hope you enjoyed that one. I love talking about being delusional, as you can tell. It's helped myself a lot. It's helped so many other women who I watch as well, and hopefully it will help you. Not hopefully, I know it will help you. I know it will. So please comment down below what's something you're going to be delusional about. It can be small, it can be big. Make it be big. I challenge you to make it big. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Again, comment down below what you're going to be delusional about, and I'll see you guys in the next video.